My name is Samuel Leiva. I'm a third year student at Zamorano.
My name is Anselmo Sanchez. I'm also a third year student here at Zamorano.
We're all agricultural engineering students, and we are tutors for the third year level English class with Mr. Sosa. And today we're gonna talk about plagiarism and a workshop that we prepared for our TTs during this trimester, in which we talked about plagiarism, the consequences of plagiarism, and several techniques to avoid it, and always give credit to the authors of the information that we take as reference for our papers and work. Okay, so as we all know, plagiarism is a serious issue at all levels of education. It is very difficult to always cite and give credit to the authors of the information that you are using. You know that every time that you take someone else's ideas or words or anything, any kind of work, art, movies, anything, you have to give credit to the author. It is a serious crime to take someone else's ideas or information and present it as your own. As well, in university, to present someone else's work as your own is uh, a serious fault. At least here in Zamorano, if you plagiarize someone else's work, or if you cheat in an exam, which is the same as plagiarism, you get five demerits and a zero in your work. So it is a serious issue that has to be taken care of. And as students, we have to do everything that we can to avoid it and avoid this kind of problem because in the future it can cause us problems as we apply for a job or for a scholarship or for tuition in another university at a higher level of education. If you have uh, in your life sheet, in your curriculum that you plagiarize someone else's work, then it will look bad, and you will have problems in your application or getting that job. So my classmate here, Anselmo, Loana, will talk about the workshop that we did this trimester and the different techniques that we taught our students to use in order to avoid plagiarism. So Loana will be talking next.
Hello. As my classmate already told you, we did a workshop with our teachers. What we discussed several subjects in this workshop that we did, and some of the subjects were first one, what is common knowledge? Well, common knowledge is something like the word says it, that everybody knows or is common for everyone, or you can actually find it in a common source. Like, which one is the first president of the United States? That's common knowledge. What is not common knowledge? Uh, who founded Zamorano? Some people know, but others don't. The other subject that we discussed was why should I be punished by turning in my own work to different classes? Well, actually, that is plagiarism. And you're wondering why it's my own work. I'm just turning them into two different classes. Well, actually, when you're assigned a subject, you have to do the full amount of the work. If you are using previous work that you did, you're not doing the full amount of the job. So that's kind of cheating. If you are not allowed by your teacher to do or use your previous work, you cannot use it. If you are found, uh, if you are found, well, that's actually cheating. Uh, Another way of avoiding plagiarism is paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? It's actually like you find information and you use the same information, but you talk different and you do not and you do not use the same words that are written over there, you still need to cite if you are paraphrasing. Why? Because it's someone else's work. The other subject that we discussed was that you always need to use quotation marks and citing when you are directly quoting somebody else's work. We have different ways of using quotation marks and citing, but you still need to do it all the time. Thank you very much.
Uh, to end this this video, I'm going to give you a brief conclusion about what we made. Um, well, we used these simple tools to teach our students. For example, when we used the common knowledge, we made it like a kind of a game. So they can practice their English, they can learn new things, some that they didn't know um, of common knowledge, so they can practice. And when we use these kinds of games in these kind of classes, we can improve their English in a way that they don't feel like it's a class, like they are learning, but they are also having fun. And also, we are teaching them the importance of paraphrasing, quotations, citations, and also how important it is not to grab someone else's work and present it as your own. So we can create a consciousness about plagiarism in them. Because in many places we have laws that penalize this, and here in our university is a very very bad fault that you can do. But well, this is a way of showing them how to paraphrase, cite, make quotations, avoid plagiarism in a kind of way. So, well, this is our video, and thank you very much.
So, talking about plagiarism, just wanted to share an experience that I had last year in my second year English class. Well, I was writing a paper about agriculture, organic and conventional agriculture, and I took a quote that was in a website, but that website was citing another website. So I quoted the the segment that I took from the website as written by the website, but really the the words, the ideas came from someone else, right? So the website was just citing someone else. So I had to do was to cite the original source of the information, then the website that I took it from, in order to give credit to the website that I took it from and to the original person that wrote the idea. Okay, so I turned my paper to turn it in, and when I see the similarity rate that it gave it, it said 33% because of that coding mistake. So uh, I got a zero on my paper, and I had a serious problem with my teacher, and then I explained the problem, why it happened, and at the end, I still got the zero on my paper, but I wasn't punished for it because it wasn't my intention to steal someone else's work, but unconsciously I did it. So sometimes we don't want to steal someone else's work, but by not citing it or by not paraphrasing or not giving credit to them, we are actually stealing their ideas. So my point is that plagiarism is a serious issue that we have to control it, that we have to avoid it, and we have to always try to use the techniques that we learn in school my 3 years here in Zamorano, for 3 years, I've been hearing about plagiarism, about avoiding it, about giving credit to other persons, and yes, just to conclude, plagiarism is a serious issue in real life or in adult life, as we call it. It's something that's penalized, something that can take you to jail, and well, it's easy just to give credit to someone else and not steal someone else's work. So thank you very much. Uh, this was our video for the trimester, and thank you for all. Good night.